All that I need is coming to me in ways that I could never imagine. I love this so much because it's a reminder that you have to really trust that the universe has a plan far greater than you do.
Gabrielle Bernstein, a role model for spiritual seekers.
Welcome back to the show, my friends. Welcome back to Dear Gabby. We are here, and today's topic is how to use affirmations to manifest your dream life. Woo! Joshi, we're here. Yes. And I've been using affirmations for my entire life. I think I can think back to high school when I was using positive affirmations. My mom taught me how to affirm how I wanted to feel, to affirm what I wanted to call into my life. And it's been a practice that's really supported me, particularly when I'm struggling with difficult experiences or I'm feeling like I'm in a negative loop or a spiral. And it's also a manifesting practice that I've grown to rely on. And so we're going to use these affirmations today for attracting. And Josh, you use affirmations a lot, don't you?
I do. I do. A lot of times I first thing I do is pull a card in the app and see what that's going to inform for my day. But also, I do keep the decks on my desk. So sometimes I just like to play with the cards and just sort of dump them on my desk and sort of shuffle them around and pull one. And then I sort of lean it up against something and keep it there for the day. So yeah, I do.
The cards he's talking about, I'm just, here's one of my decks. This is the Super Attractor deck. In fact, why don't we open this show by pulling a card? Let's do a little card pull right now. Let's open this positive affirmation show with pulling a card. I know I need a card today because earlier today, as most days, I got triggered. I think I'm just like I think I'm just a magnet for getting triggered, or maybe we all are. I'm just more aware of it. But I got triggered. So Universe Super Attractor deck, give me a message that I need today. Woo! The universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately toward the highest good. All right, here we are, compassionately leading me towards the highest good. Woo, this is a really pretty card for the listeners that are not watching. This is a pretty card because it's just this beautiful cardinal. And these cards, these are my quotes from my book, Super Attractor, but this card was designed by my best friend, Michaela. And the cardinal was a theme in the book, Super Attractor. It was a sign that the universe had given me many times. And so I think that this cardinal, I'm going to ask for my cardinal. I'm going to bring my cardinal sign back, Josh. I'm going to start asking the universe to give me my cardinal as a sign that I am on the right track because the universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately toward the highest good. That was an affirmation I really actually needed today. Thank you, universe. Nice one.
So I feel like we can all use a little bit of positivity in our lives right now. And a great tool, I think you would agree, is affirmations and the ability to allow them to help us feel good. I think my question for you though, Gabby, is, and for our listeners and viewers, is what exactly is an affirmation? How would you define it?
Good place to start. Let's start this. A positive affirmation. What is a positive affirmation and why do we use it? So a positive affirmation is a single pointed focus. It's a vision of something that we want rather than an energy and vision and belief of something we don't want. Most of the time we're sitting around focusing on all the things that could go wrong, worrying about the things that are not working out in our life. And our default can often be towards negative outcomes, circumstances, and situations. I can raise both my hands right now. And so when we use positive affirmations, what we're doing is we're proactively reorganizing our belief systems, redirecting our thought forms, and realigning with more of what we want to create in our life. And a positive affirmation can be used for getting back to a place of center. It can be used for feeling better in the moment. It can be used for releasing a resentment or undoing that negative loop and that spiral that we get so easily hooked into. So simply put, a positive affirmation is a powerful tool for putting a new thought in the place of that negative loop that can keep you completely stuck.
And sometimes I know for you, I hear you repeating affirmations like over, you sort of repeat them. Is that important in terms of like this process?
Yeah, because if you think about it, Josh, we're repeating all day long the negative beliefs that we don't want. Remember, Abraham Hicks says that a belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. So if we keep thinking that negative thought, it becomes a belief system. Then that belief system starts to affect our energy. And then our energy starts to emanate this kind of bad vibe. And we rinse and repeat. Keep creating the same system, the same story, rinse and repeat. And that's where we get stuck. And so the beauty of having the positive affirmations on repeat is that we can start to reorganize not only our thoughts, but our beliefs. And so if we start to repeat a new affirmation, like the universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately towards the highest good, which was my affirmation today. If we lean into these positive messages, we can feel the vibration of those stories and those words, and we can start to believe something new. And this is a first step in undoing a belief system, really. The big step, I'm gonna hold up the book cover right now. The big step in undoing your belief systems is going to come through self-help. This is my new book, Self-Help. This is your chance to change your life. But to start undoing those patterns, affirmation is an excellent first step. So for instance, if you're like me and you're often stuck in the story of like, I kind of have a often flow of like, what's happening around me? Why are things just sort of out of control? I can use an affirmation like everything is happening around me and I'm truly taken care of. And that's an affirmation that I've been using for decades. I'm starting to slowly believe it now. But it's a strong pull in the other direction. And so the affirmation's a first step to starting to change your mind about your world that you see and shift your energy and then shift your beliefs.
You talk a little bit about like that negative loop we can get into and how the affirmation could actually sort of override that. I know for me, sometimes I almost feel like there's a battle in my brain. And maybe that's just me, but like the negative just kind of wants to beat down the affirmation. Is there like, what would you say? Like, is there a way to, is it really just about repeating it over and over that it takes over? Like, how do we sort of just continue to beat down the sort of negativity?
Well, it's definitely not use the words beat down.
Maybe
Uh, no, it's okay because I actually think that's good that you said that because I think that's how people might perceive these negative thoughts. They might think, okay, well, I have to beat it down or push it down. And that's actually, once again, I'm going to hold up the book. That's where self-help comes in because this is about befriending those beliefs and affirming a new belief instead, but from a place that's really grounded in adjusting and befriending those belief systems rather than pushing them down and forcing them to go away. And that's the crux of self-help. That's where this book is really going to support people. And affirming our desires. I mean, this is a huge part of what we do in the new year, right? So we have a resolution. We have a desire to do something different. We go in with all the positive intentions. And then very quickly that loop can pull us back out. And actually, that's why I love the 21-day manifesting challenge. We're in manifesting season, about to launch my 21-day manifesting challenge on January 1st. And I use this challenge as a daily affirmation. Each time I step into one of the days of the manifesting challenge, it's like an affirmation to the universe that I'm a yes for a high vibration, that I'm a yes for a new attitude, that I'm a yes for a desire to come into my life effortlessly. And so giving ourselves the repetition, right, whether it's repeating a new behavior or a new affirmation, starts to put us into a different point of attraction. And we're all going to do that together. I mean, over 180,000 people have gone through my manifesting challenge and have shifted their energy and shifted their lives. And so that's coming up. And I'm going to be focusing a lot on positive affirmations inside that challenge as well. So everybody listening, if you're like, I want that challenge, just go to deargabby.com/manifesting challenge. That's all in there for anybody that wants it. We'll put it in the show notes for people. But one of the first things in that challenge is to affirm what you're a yes for. And so claiming what we want rather than what we don't want is a positive affirmation. So for instance, if you're constantly thinking, oh, well, nothing comes easily to me, then claiming you're a yes, that you're ready for the universe to deliver, right? Or I'm a yes for things to be easy. And that would be an affirmation you could begin the year with. But I'll teach you all that in the challenge, inside the manifesting challenge.
You answered my question so fully and completely and beautifully. So thank you for that. Cause like that is really going to help. And I can sort of play this on a loop for myself and remind myself. I have a quick question. I know we'll talk about manifesting a lot in some upcoming episodes. I do want to just ask a quick question about the manifesting challenge. Cause obviously I've done it for a couple of years now since I've been with you. There's no reason why you can't just do it again, right? Like there's no reason, like it's not a one and done.
Oh, no. I mean, first of all, this year, Josh, I don't know if, I don't know if people know this. You know this because you and I created this with Alyssa, but we put in 11 new practices this year. So this is something, one, that you could do the same challenge over and over again because it's just like an affirmation you could repeat 1,000 times. But we actually made it new this year. We put 10 new practices and a new meditation into this challenge. So it's pretty fresh and new. So this is, it is a first for everybody, for anyone that's ever done it before. But I think that when we repeat these patterns, particularly in these sort of perennial moments, like the January 1st, New Year, New You, when we have momentum and we have a committed energy, that's when we really can just dive right in and get to the meat of what it is that we want to create in our life. And today on the show, I'm going to teach you guys some of my best affirmations for abundance and for relationships. And these affirmations, I want you to start to not wait till the new year to use. Start using them immediately. Like jump right in with them. Get in there right away. There's no reason to wait.
Well, I love that. And one of the other things, and again, I don't want to talk too much about manifesting because we will be doing whole episodes on it, but like I love the communal aspect of the challenge, I have to say. I love the fact that I know that I have a handful of friends in California and a couple people in Chicago, and we're all going to do it together. And I love that.
In Chicago, Chicago friends.
I know.
Yeah, totally. We're all going to do it together.
So when we're talking about affirmations, how would you define the difference between like an affirmation and just plain old like positive thinking?
What's the difference between an affirmation and plain old positive thinking? Well, our default is not to lean into positive thoughts. It's just not how we've been brought up. It's not the world that we live in. In fact, we're fed the news that's all negative. We have a million belief systems that have been burdened from the past that we can lean into on a day-to-day basis. And it's just not, again, it's just not our default. And so just positive thinking actually is for some people, maybe a handful of people out there, it might be just sort of their natural way. But I think that getting into the power of positive thinking begins with an affirmation, begins with a statement that we're ready and willing to see through the lens of love, that we're ready and willing to open our heart to a new perception. And so I think an affirmation is often like a prayer. It's a way of affirming and sending a message to the universe and an intention to your internal system and to your brain that you want to lean towards good vibrations. And when you say that affirmation, it's just like a rocket ship. It's like, boom, okay, I'm affirming something new. It's making me feel better about my experience in this moment. And that feeling is what will catapult a new experience in my life. And that will also be what ignites the positive thinking. So I think that it's sort of like the chicken before the egg, right? You got to have the affirmation before the positive thinking. And I think it is a process. I think it's a process of getting into the habit of having positive thoughts, but starting with the positive affirmation.
And do you think this is fair to say that, like, if I sort of begin to practice this daily, which I do, so I'm sort of speaking, sort of on a larger scale, but if I do this every day, then that may take over that sort of knee-jerk reaction to move to the negative.
Yeah, I think that the more we lean into the positive and the more we make it a habit, the more likely we are to live that habit. Actually, that's why in my Gabby coaching membership app, I'll open the app right now. I made the first thing that you do every day, pull an affirmation card. Okay, so I'm going to go into my app, and right here, we're going to go to the card pull. Okay, let me pick a card. And here it is. I picked my card, and this one says, happiness is my birthright. Woo! That's a good one. Happiness is my birthright. And then I actually read it to you in the app. Let's hear me say it. Happiness is my birthright. Okay, cool. So in the Gabby coaching app, you got these affirmations. And the first, as the coach designing that app, the first thing I did was say, we need the affirmation front and center. So what I say to my users is that even if you just open the deck once a day and just listen to your affirmation, you've done your spiritual practice. Now, of course, you could go on and do your 2-minute coaching practice, or you could do the manifesting challenge, or you could do your meditations, all the things that are inside there. But even if you just opened it once a day and listened to that affirmation, pulled your card, card or pulled it from a deck or affirmed something you already have written down, whatever you do, whatever your practice is, that's enough for the day. It's more than nothing, right? So just starting your day with a positive affirmation can be a huge energetic shift inside and can start to redirect your life in a major way. Just starting with one affirmation.
So can we've talked a little bit about this, but can negative beliefs hinder my affirmations?
No, negative beliefs can't hinder your positive affirmations. Negative beliefs are a sign that we need the affirmation. It's a cue. It's a cue. So if we have the ability to witness our negative beliefs in the moment and just be compassionate towards those belief systems and see it as a chance to pivot, and then that knowing in that moment, oh, I see that belief. I witnessed that belief. Thank you for sharing belief. I'm going to choose a different perspective instead. You can open your Gabby app, you can listen to your affirmation, you can pull a card, or you can just affirm an affirmation that you have on repeat. So you let your negative beliefs be a cue that, that doesn't feel so good. Let me redirect. Let me lean into something different.
So this is amazing, but I guess one of the questions I think a lot of people will ask is how do I know that it's working? How do I know the positive affirmations are working?
So you know your positive affirmations are working when you're feeling better. The thoughts that you think create beliefs, and the beliefs that you carry make you feel feelings inside. And those feelings are what manifest your desires into your life. So you know your positive affirmations are working when you feel better, when you feel better. And when you feel better, you're a different point of attraction. You're a different energy. And that new energy is what manifests.
So is there a right time of day, would you say, to use your affirmations?
I think that the best time of day to say an affirmation, if you had to choose one time of day, Josh, guess what it is. The morning. I think that when we wake up in the morning, our brain is so susceptible to all kinds of crap. We open our phones or we get to our desk or we're whatever, we see our spouse and we're pissed off about something, whatever it might be. And so starting your day by affirming how you want to feel is the best way to start your day. I like to design my day with that. And actually, that's the daily design method. We'll bring it back into this episode too, which is just to ask yourself, how do I want to feel today? Who do I want to be today? What do I want to give today? And what do I want to receive today? And you can even take that first question of how do I want to feel today and make that your affirmation. I want to feel supported today. I want to feel loved today. Whatever it might be, that could be your first affirmation. Or that's your time when you pull a card or you open the Gabby app and you pull your card. So just starting your day. And actually, we've set you guys up with a really great way to start your day. So we started putting these clips in the episodes, and this clip is epic. This is one of my most popular meditations, and it is my positive affirmation meditation. And so what we're going to do is give this to you, and you can come back to this episode any day of the week and listen to this positive affirmation meditation when you wake up. Because what happens is that when you listen to this in the morning, it will set you up. You'll be fire. It will set you up for such great vibes and energy, and you don't even have to figure anything out. So just save this in your Spotify or save this episode in your Apple or wherever you're listening, and come back to this affirmation meditation every single day. I'm going to press play now. We're going to listen to the clip. It's not even a clip. It's a full meditation we're giving you, and it's epic. Enjoy this. And if you're sitting somewhere where you're not driving and you can close your eyes, you might want to close your eyes and just let this meditation guide you. If you're driving, just feel the vibration. If you're in your office, walking around, just feel the vibes. Spread the love. This is one that you want to save for sure. Let's listen to the meditation now. All is well. Everything that is happening around me is being taken care of by the Spirit and the source of love within me. All is well. I'm open to creative solutions. I release my limiting beliefs. I tune in to a source of love within. I tune in to a source of love within me. I welcome the presence of angels and guides. I welcome the light of the world to enter in. All is well. I am guided. I am protected. I am loved. I am safe. It's okay to feel good right now. I give myself permission to feel good right now. I welcome a good feeling vibration right now. In this moment, I can suspend my fears and my disbelief and my uncertainty, and I can choose to feel good right now. In this moment, I can turn over my fears. I can turn over my projections. I can turn over all my judgment and attack thoughts, and I can choose to feel good right now, welcoming the guidance of the highest truth and compassion to enter into my space now, to give me inner direction, inner guidance, inner wisdom and joy, inspiration, ideas, offering me support at this time, a feeling of safety, a sense of serenity, a sense of knowing that all is well. All is well. All is well. I send love from my heart out to the world. I know that the power of the love within me has the power to serve people far beyond my physical sight, far beyond my local experience, far beyond my consciousness. I can see beyond all limitation now. I can see the power of my energy moving through me as I extend love and light to the world. My positive intentions have the power to heal. My positive intentions have the power to heal. My positive intentions have the power to heal. My positive thoughts heal my body. My positive thoughts bring light to my family, to my loved ones, to my friends, to my social network online. My positive thoughts bring joy to the world. I have the power to bring more joy to the world. I have the power to be part of the solution. I have the power to show up with grace and serenity and give relief just through my presence, through my thoughts, through my actions and my prayers. I am a miracle worker. I'm a miracle worker. I am a miracle worker. All is well. All is well. I am a miracle worker. My positive energy brings light to the world. My positive thoughts bring light to the world. I can smile. I can breathe easy, and I can smile, and I can trust, and I can know that all is well. That when I'm in tune with positive love and energy and thoughts of love and love and love, that all is well. When I welcome that light, that love into my heart, all is well. When I bring forth an attitude of grace, ease, gratitude, and joy, all is well. When I tune into positive thoughts, positive content, positive stories, when I allow myself to dream of what is possible, all is well. I trust in the power of my inner wisdom now. All is well. All is well. May I send my prayers to the world. May I trust that my prayers are being heard. May I trust the power of my intentions. May I trust the power of my positive thoughts. And may I trust the power of my stillness. All is well. May I feel the interconnectedness and oneness all throughout the world, knowing that we are all together as one union, a union of beings, serving and supporting and healing each other, sending thoughts of love to the world, sending energy of love to the world, sending prayers and stillness to the world, sending light to the world. All is well. All is well. All is well. Isn't it beautiful, Josh? It makes me feel so good to listen to that.
I love it. I love it. So yeah.
It's one of those ones, I think, actually, you don't even know this because you weren't working with me at the time, but that meditation, I recorded it the day we found out we were going into lockdown. And I had this like random audio set up at the time, and I just set myself up and I recorded that affirmation meditation because I wanted everybody to remember that all is well.
Talk about divinely inspired. Wow. That's amazing.
And I think that's why it's had such an impact. People just all over the world come back and listen to it. I hope people save this episode and just you can fast forward to that meditation and just listen to it every day. Make it part of your morning practice. It's so gorgeous. So now you have that meditation. You can use that meditation anytime you want. And now I'm going to share with you, I wrote a list of my favorite affirmations for specific areas of my life. And one in particular is that we can use affirmations for manifesting. And as I mentioned, you can really use this practice in my 21-day manifesting challenge starting on January 1st. And for now, what I want to do is share with you the best affirmations for manifesting. And when we use these affirmations for manifesting, what happens is we start to really affirm our connection to the universe, and we affirm an energy that's beyond our logic and our critical thinking and our fault finding. And we start to use these affirmations to attune our energy into a better feeling vibration. And when we're in that better feeling vibration, boom, that's when we're a super attractor. So here are my favorite affirmations for manifesting. Here we go. I wrote them down for you. Wanting more for others puts me into an energy of abundance. All right, this one, wanting more for others puts me into an energy of abundance. This affirmation I love because what it does is it starts to get me out of what I think I need for myself and starts putting me more into an energy of what I want to offer, what I want to give, what I want to bring forth for the world. And so when we're in an energy of wanting for others, we're out of our own head and we forget what we think we need. And when we forget what we think we need, we actually are in a surrendered state. And in that surrendered state, we're sending a message to the universe that all is well. We are trusting, we are relaxing, and we welcome whatever is of the highest good to unfold. So that beautiful affirmation, that simple affirmation of wanting more from others puts me into an energy of attraction. It's a gentle reminder to forget what we think we need and start to focus on what's of the highest good for all. Very powerful energy. The next one is when I'm attuned to the energy of abundance, I become abundant. Now, I love this because it's a reminder. It's a reminder to lean into an abundance mindset. And we actually have a whole episode on abundance mindset, so you guys can go listen to that. And this is a beautiful practice of just reminding yourself that when you're in an abundance mindset, you are actually sending that message out to the universe that I want more of that. Yes, thank you. So the first step to putting yourself into an energy of abundance is to affirm it, is to start to notice, oh, I am out of alignment with that, and I'm going to get back into alignment now. The next manifesting meditation is gorgeous. It's all that I need is coming to me in ways that I could never imagine. And I love this so much because it's a reminder that you have to really trust that the universe has a plan far greater than you do. All that you need is coming to you in ways that you could never imagine. And just affirming that is just a gentle reminder inside to yourself that the universe has way better plans than you. And it just lets you hold your visions and your desires loosely and to say, it's this or something better. I welcome what is of the highest good. I welcome the plan of the universe. And I love this. I use this one all the time, especially in the new year. And it's definitely a part of my manifesting challenge. Here are my 3 favorite affirmations for manifesting love. Here we go. This one I have actually sitting on my mirror, and it says, I welcome healthy, loving relationships. I love this affirmation because it's just sending this message that I'm welcoming positive, healthy, loving relationships into my life. I am welcoming that energy in. And it's such a generous, almost like a prayer and an intention at the same time. And it puts you into this place of opening your heart to what's possible and sending that signal to others. I am ready to receive positive, loving relationships. I welcome healthy, loving relationships. Another great, beautiful affirmation that I use whenever I am working with relationships is my vibes speak louder than my words. And this is important because sometimes we can think we're saying all the right things, but we're actually putting out the worst vibration. Or maybe you're on a date and you're like, I said everything perfectly, but it still didn't feel right. Remember that your energy is what matters and your energy is what attracts what you want. Your energy is what people pick up on in relationships. So really putting out that message clearly. My vibes speak louder than my words. I love that. I love it. And it's also a reminder to just keep your energy clean. When you're trying to attract a romantic relationship, focus on your energy first. Your energy is what's attracting. And then the final affirmation for attracting romantic love into your life is there's nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Whew, okay, I love this one. I love this affirmation because when I'm trying to manifest any kind of relationship, whether it be a work relationship or back in the day, so many years ago now, almost 20 years ago, when I was manifesting romance, I had to remind myself regularly that what was most sexy about me was my authentic truth. The partners or the people in your life, whether it's a career opportunity or a dating opportunity, really require that you are being you. All the world wants from you is your authentic truth. So repeat that affirmation. There's nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Here are my 3 favorite affirmations for happiness. The first one is happiness is my birthright. That's actually the card I pulled today at the top of the show. Happiness is my birthright. And just affirming that regularly. It is natural to be happy. It's actually unnatural to be in any other state. There's this beautiful message from A Course in Miracles, the metaphysical text, that miracles are natural. And when they do not occur, something has gone wrong. And so here we are. Happiness is my birthright. This is the most powerful message we could give ourselves. Happiness is my birthright. So affirming that every single day, this is your natural state and this is what we deserve. The next affirmation for happiness is my happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly I can shift my perceptions from fear to love. And, I always talk about comeback rate. I'm never really concerned about how perfect you are all day long or all the positive affirmations you're saying. I actually care more about how quickly you come back. And so if you're giving yourself that practice of coming back fast, that, my friend, is just a profound, profound experience of shifting your energy quickly. And so using a positive affirmation just to get you back fast. And this happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly you can return from fear to love. And the last one is when I connect to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. And that to me is just really what it's all about. When we're in joy, we are manifesting. When we're in joy, we are super attracting. When we're in joy, we have such power to bring more into our lives. And so that joyful presence is what will attract more of what we want. So using these affirmations for happiness is going to hook you up in so many ways, because affirming that your happiness is your birthright and that presence of joy is going to be your greatest attracting power is what really helps us be in that super attractor energy and in that point of attraction. And finally, you can make up your own affirmations. So if you're waking up in the morning and you're asking yourself, how do I want to feel today? You can say, I want to feel X. That's my affirmation for the day. Or you can notice that negative thought you have and you can flip it. Just flip it on its ass. Make it a completely different affirmation. So turn the words around. So if you're saying over and over, no one's supporting you, you can say, I welcome support in creative ways. Or I'm lacking in abundance, or I'm not making any money. I welcome creative possibilities for abundance. Flip it and affirm it. Flip it and affirm it. The other great way to use positive affirmations is to use any one of my decks. I've got the Super Attractor deck, the Universe Has Your Back deck. I've got the Spirit Junkie deck. And then I've got in my app, the Gabby Coaching app, you get affirmations every single day. But really what's the coolest thing is that in my manifesting challenge starting January 1st, you can have not only the challenge, but the daily card pull. And so you can start actually pulling those affirmations right now. If you get into the challenge early, there are pre-training practices. So 4 pre-training law of attraction coaching lessons, a meditation, and that daily card pull. So today you can go to deargabby.com/manifesting challenge and start to pull these cards right here, right now, and begin the journey of the manifesting challenge before the challenge even begins. So you can head over to deargabby.com/manifesting challenge and begin the challenge before it even begins. This is pretty epic because you just learned about all these affirmations and you learned about all the tools that you can use to repeat these affirmations and give yourself grace with these affirmations and change your energy with these affirmations. And now you can go start using them immediately with early access, the early bird access to the manifesting challenge. So head over to deargabby.com/manifesting challenge. Josh and I will see you inside there, right, Josh? You already started the law of attraction coaching practice as we talked about that yesterday. So you're deep in it and you're already pulling your cards.
You know it.
We know it. So start now. You don't have to wait till January 1st. We made it early. We put early access, early bird access to the challenge. Go to deargabby.com/manifesting challenge. Start pulling your cards, do the law of attraction coaching, and prepare yourself for day one of the challenge on January 1st. I hope this episode was really helpful for you. I hope it was really high vibe. I hope you can share it with your children, share it with your friends. Come back to this episode many times to listen to that affirmation meditation. Leave a comment below and let me know what affirmation you're choosing to lean into right now. I want to hear your affirmations in the comments below this video. And so post your positive affirmation, commit to it, and let me know what it is. I'm going to write back with a lot of encouragement. And I love you guys, and thank you for being part of this show, and subscribe to this show, and just stick around for the miracles. I love you. If you like this video and you want to get more Gabby, check out the next one right over here.